The United Nations has just issued its report on the murder of Jamal Khashoggi. The Saudi journalist was killed in the Saudi consulate in Istanbul in October last year. The CIA and some Western countries believe Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Saudi Arabia's de facto ruler, ordered the killing. Saudi officials have always denied this. Well, our diplomatic correspondent Caroline Hawley has been looking at the report. It's a long one, 100 pages, Caroline. I know you're making your way through it.
That's right.
What are the key points you've seen so far from
the key points is that the report is categorical, that blame for the extrajudicial killing of Jamal Khashoggi lies with the state of Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Then there's the question of how high that responsibility went, and the report says further investigation is needed, but the special rapporteur says there is credible evidence of high-level Saudi officials' individual liability, including Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, which needs further investigation, so that is a key point. She goes on to say that the investigations by Turkey and Saudi Arabia into the death didn't meet international standards. Turkey's investigation was limited in time. They were not allowed to drain a well located in the consul's residence. And they also say that the Saudis obstructed the investigation. She found that the crime scenes had been thoroughly, even forensically cleaned. So suggesting that the Saudis had not acted in good faith.
I mean, there is a trial currently underway in Saudi Arabia. Has she said anything about that? Yes,
she's been very critical of that. She says it doesn't meet international standards and that should be suspended. I believe it's about 24 people have been in custody. 5 have been sentenced to death. But she's been extremely critical of the judicial process in Saudi Arabia and now suggests that the crime should be internationally investigated.
And so what does that mean? Does that mean that there could be a prosecution from, say, the United States where Mr. Khashoggi lived?
Well, that is her suggestion. One of her recommendations is that the FBI start investigating and that if needed, if appropriate, there should be criminal prosecutions. So in a sense, this doesn't tell us anything that we didn't already know, the report, but it's very, very strong in its language. It is very, very damning about the investigations that have happened so far.
And what have the Saudis always said about some of these allegations?
They have denied that, that it was officially sanctioned, certainly that it was sanctioned by Mohammed bin Salman. Mohammed bin Salman has been quoted as saying in a newspaper article recently that it was a very painful crime and no other country, no one should exploit the crime. So we wait to see how they respond. We wait to see how Western countries respond as well. You may be aware that Jamal Khashoggi's fiancée was very, very critical of the Americans for their response, saying that it was un-American, it didn't uphold American values, because essentially Saudi Arabia has got away scot-free, but I think there will be moral pressure now on countries to be seen to be, at the very least, saying something about this.
Yes, after this incredibly strident report from the UN. Caroline, thank you very much.